Hello, welcome to another project update. So today I worked on fixing up the problems with, oops. Anyways, today I worked on fixing up some of the problems from yesterday with that cutscene where you speak to and I'll just show you, and I'll kind of show you what I fixed kind of as it happens. All right. First thing, I fixed that issue where the character's footsteps can be like heard in the background the whole time. Like you can't hear it anymore. All right, so I've gone through all of the materials on the character's bodies and I've updated them to the correct shader. I fixed some issues with the character's facial expressions. So what I do is during the animations, I swap out different textures for the characters like eyes and mouth and stuff. And yesterday, the animations were broken because they weren't linking correctly to the paths that point to the shader resource within the shader material, which is also a resource. But yeah, those have been corrected, so now the characters, they blink and stuff. Oh yeah, and also, he's not doing that thing where he walks through the ground anymore. And now, as soon as it fades out, the next scene is loaded. This is still broken. So what's supposed to happen there is there's supposed to be a cutscene where sorry, the music's a little bit loud right now. It's hard to think. All right. What's supposed to happen is you're supposed to get like a sort of a cutscene where the camera kind of pans down from the sky to the ground, and you kind of saw a little bit of that, but it's supposed to continue. The camera's supposed to follow these two characters as they run across this bridge and up to this table. And then that kind of tells you that you're supposed to walk up to the table and start the other cutscene that you also saw yesterday. But I haven't made any changes to that. But what I have done in this area is I've fixed the materials on like pretty much most of the surfaces. So yesterday, the coloring was like way too bright, which was a sign that it was the wrong material. But now it's showing at the correct brightness. Another thing is I made it so that all of the geometry in this level is it's technically in its own separate scene, which then gets instanced into this scene. And the purpose behind that is so that I can reuse in other in other levels where I want to have, I don't know, maybe a cutscene where this level shows up in some form, not in like a non-playable format. Excuse me, I was getting phlegm for some reason. But yeah, it's good for organization. It means that I can, if I want to make a change to this level, that change will be reflected in every instance where this geometry shows up. And I have done this for previous levels in the game. It takes, it's actually surprisingly quick. I pretty much just make sure that all of the geometry is the children of a specific node, and then I save that node within like the project hierarchy, no, directory, and then yeah, I can pretty much just call upon that file if I want to use it. Yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, I think. I hope that was a little bit interesting. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.